Deirdre in Phoenix, welcome to the program.
Hi, good morning, Patrick. My husband said he was listening this morning to the show, and he had a couple or a husband call in regarding infertility treatment for he and his wife, and they were looking at the Gianna Center, and his wife was also wanting to look at like an IVF clinic. I just want to make sure I got that right.
Yeah, the gentleman who called, he and his wife are seeking to have a baby. They have some infertility issues, it seems, and they are in touch with the Gianna Center in, I assume it's in New Jersey. I don't know for sure because I'm not familiar with them. And he said his wife was also interested in meeting with the people at the secular IVF clinic just to find out if they had any medical expertise that they could share with them. And I suggested to him, I didn't think that was a great idea because they're doing the devil's work there and making tons of money hand over fist doing so. So I'm sure they don't look at it that way. But I recommended that instead of getting together with them, that he get in touch with the John Paul II Center in Austin, Texas, because I think they would be an example of the gold standard when it comes to being able to get good, solid, morally correct medical advice for fertility. So that's what I was saying to him.
Yeah, and I'm just wanting to call and second that. I'm a physician, and I'm actually trained in natural procreative technology, which is the approach that is morally acceptable within the Catholic faith, but it's also just a great way to address women's health issues and to improve their overall reproductive health. And I just wanted to let you know, in my years, I've worked over a decade with couples struggling with infertility, and I believe that these approaches really get to the underlying problems. I've had a lot of couples who've gone the IVF route, and in addition to the fact that it proposes all these moral problems, they're not really seeking to find the root causes of their infertility. They will just suppress the woman's body, and they will try to take over the reproductive system. And it also, like I said, I've worked with couples who've gone through that process, and it's not a healing process.
No, you're right. And you would know best of all because you're a physician, so you're dealing directly with these patients. Do you find, Deidre, that when couples, and let's say Catholic couples, come to you, that this is a whole new world for them, that they never really knew that like NAPRO technology and other resources were available?
Yes. I mean, one of the first things that I hear from couples is, young couples get married and no one anticipates that they're going to struggle with infertility. And so when it happens, it's a huge shock. And then they go to the, their doctor just sends them to they end up at the IVF clinic. And when they find this approach, which, we hopefully is becoming more, that's why I'm on this show, is to help make it people more aware of it. They're like, why didn't I hear about this before? Why didn't I learn about this earlier in my life? And I also wanted to put in a plug for My Catholic Doctor. We have a lot of great specialists on that platform. It's a telehealth platform, so there's quite a bit we can do. You can't do everything, but and we have quite a few fertility care practitioners and physicians who can help couples who are struggling with these issues in a way that's morally.
I think I've seen this before. It's MyCatholicDoctor.com. Is that it?
That's correct. It's doctor spelled out DOCTOR.
That's a good reference. Thank you for suggesting that. I'm just looking at the site right now.
Yeah, and I just want to encourage that husband that, the IVF is kind of like, it's like the other side is always greener, but, I think that they will be, to encourage his wife, that they really aren't going to help her with any underlying fertility issues, and that the process is not good for them in the long run. And yes. So thank you for taking my call.
Oh, you're welcome.
I just want to encourage all couples during Lent. I think it's a cross that they are bearing, and we stand with them. And as my parish priest told me, we give the medicines, and we have good medicine, and it's Christ that ultimately does the healing.
Indeed. And well said. Thank you, Deirdre. I appreciate hearing from you very much.